Tony, first of all, has everybody that's been away on international duty come back fit and well?
Yeah, everybody's. We had the last ones in Thursday, or yesterday, sorry, that's their first day of training with us. So, yeah, we've got no injury worries.
It's a fully fit squad then?
Yeah.
I noticed Adam Clayton was talking about the 2-day break with the RAF. Tell us a bit about the thinking behind that, and has it worked? Was it beneficial?
Well, I don't, it takes the players out of their comfort zone. It wasn't a physical 2 days; it was more a mental 2 days where they were given problems, and they had to solve issues. Rather than running around the pitch or running up and down, Dale. The RAF set them out different targets and different problems to solve, and from what I can gather, yeah, it was tough. Mentally.
He says with a smile.
Mentally.
As manager, what's the thinking when you organise something like that?
No, it's just getting the players together really and taking them, like I say, taking them out of their own comfort zone, but also trying to get them, more together as a group. Today in a modern world, with that square thing that everybody uses all the time, sometimes you forget to talk to one another. I think it's really nice, and it's important that people communicate. And when they were there, the phones were taken away from them, so they had to concentrate on working together as a group, and working as a group, and not talking on those things all the time.
How important is that? Because we often talk about it being a long season, and when you do have a 2-week break for international games, to do something completely different and take them away from.
Well, I think a change is as good as a rest, and although they've had days off last week. A few days off, we make sure that they, we give them that rest period. I think it was also nice to do something different, and it was a change. It's not far away from us. The RAF base were absolutely fantastic. The people there were top draw. So, like I say, we're very, very pleased with it.
5:30 kick-off this weekend. Given players come back at different times, can that be used to your advantage, or does it cause problems in it's an unusual time?
It's not. The worst thing about the 5 o'clock kick-off is that 95%, 98% of the teams, apart from us and the team that play Sunday, or the 2 teams that play Sunday, have played. So they've got an advantage. If they win, it puts a bit of pressure on you. And but we are subservient to TV now. So we just have to get on with it.
What are your thoughts on Brentford? Because obviously they went through a change of manager and it seems to have affected results perhaps.
Well, they've got an identity, I think, as a football club. Dean did a fantastic job there and has got his reward by going to Aston Villa, which is one of the big clubs in this country. So I'm pleased that he's got his reward by, or a British manager has got his reward by getting something bigger. But it's a good club. It's got an identity. They've set the stall out well. The people behind the scenes have decided it's this is the way they want to go, and they've stuck with it. And it's been successful. Next year, I think they move into a new stadium, so everything at Brentford looks bright and good for the future, which is really good. It's a club that has got great tradition. And a club over the past 2 or 3 years that have really, really pushed to the fore.
It's tight ground though, isn't it? When stands are right on top of you, it can be difficult to play.
It's a football ground that would suit the home side because the crowd are right on top of you, as you say. But having said that, I've been there a lot of times. The players have been there a lot of times, so fingers crossed it won't affect us too much.
And just finally, you mentioned there it can be a disadvantage playing after the majority of the league. Can it be an advantage as well if results elsewhere went your way?
I try and make sure the players are not listening to results, that they just concentrate that hour and a half, 2 hours before the game. They just concentrate on focusing their minds on Brentford and their own performances and what we're trying to do.
We like to talk about, even at this stage, about getting top of the table. Is it relevant right now?
No, I think the most important thing right now is to make sure that we put a performance in every game we possibly can, and then fingers crossed when the window opens, we'll be able to make 1 or 2 changes and give us a little bit of a lift in areas that we need.
Thank you.
No problems.
Frank says he plans to break down your defence this weekend. How are you going to stop that happening?
yeah, well, you know, all the best. I'm not concerned about what Frank says. I'm more concerned about what my players do, the way we play, and you know, every team we play, we've got great respect for, and we'll have great respect for Brentford. They've got some very, very good players. They've got the top scorer in the league, and like I say, we'll do our damnedest. I think people forget I think we've got the second best goal difference in the league as well, which, you know, goes amiss. And also have created, I think we're in the top 6 for chances created in the table as well. So we don't just sit back and wait and hope that we get a clean sheet.
Stuart Downey's in good form at the moment. He's 34 now. Is he a good inspiration on the other lads?
No, Stuart has been an exceptional professional footballer all the way through his career. And he's been no different since I've walked into this football club. His attitude around the training grounds and around the team is absolutely first class. And he's had a great season so far. But we've got, you know, a lot of games to go, and Stuart's got to keep performing the way he's been performing. And we're hoping and praying that we keep him fit and he does exactly what he's been doing.